How you guys doing? This is GHNO1 blogger back at it again with my co-host El Selector. We're gonna be talking about the Denmark Russia game. This game was definitely a treat to watch. El Selector, man, how you doing today, man? Thanks for coming on the GHNO1 blogger Euro 2020 match reaction. How you feeling today?
Honestly, I'm feeling really good still. Nice day today. Beautiful day today. You see what I'm saying? God, gonna do this, knock this one out the park, and then gonna go enjoy the day. You see what I'm saying? But definitely, great games. Two games actually. But since just these were both important games for teams like Denmark and Finland, even though they one was playing Russia and the other one was playing Belgium. Very important games. These games determine who was going to be at 100% second place to advance to that next round of 16, and who's going to have to potentially wait around to see if they're one of the teams who can get that third tier or third place, qualification to the round of 16. And it's not even 100% guaranteed, but really good matchups to say the least. I think they were both entertaining. Salute to Denmark. Congratulations to them for that victory, and also congratulations to the squad over there, Belgium, because they did really well as well. I was actually watching that Belgium game, so it was good. Both were good, man. Both were solid, man. Some high octane level soccer going on over there. Gotta unmute yourself.
Thank you, El Selector, for that match reaction. Denmark Russia. What a barn burner of a game. Denmark 4, Russia 1. You could definitely tell the intensity and the heat of the matchup with Russia before the match started in second place. And all they needed was a win to advance to the next round. Denmark was actually, I believe, third, and they needed at least a win and two goals to qualify for the next round because, again, Russia was ahead of them. And again, obviously, the situation, as you heard or you may have seen, first game, Denmark versus Russia, the star player of Denmark, Christian Eriksen, went down in cardiac arrest. So as a result, he ends up missing the whole tournament. But you could tell the spirit of Eriksen was alive in the squad. Let's go to the game right now. 4 goals scored, 38th, 59th minute, 79th minute, and 82nd minute. They again, all they needed was 2 goals, but Damsgaard came out of nowhere. Poulsen came out of nowhere. Christensen came out of nowhere, and Mahel. Even Russia had a penalty shot, but it was no match. You could tell as the game went on, when they scored their 2 goals, you could just feel like the energy was just flowing. And the thing is, yes, the beautiful thing about this, anybody watching, even if it's not football related, when a situation happens like this, take that energy, that sadness, and put it into something that will allow you to do great and succeed. And that's what Denmark did in this game. And they literally wiped the floor with Russia. The beautiful thing is that at the same time, the other game was going on, I believe, between Belgium and Finland. And the beauty of that is, imagine you're watching one game or in the stadium for one game and you're on your phone and you want Belgium to score because obviously the more Belgium scores and Belgium wins, that allows you to secure second place. So imagine you're watching the game and boom, Belgium scores. You can hear a roar in the stadium in Denmark to the point where one of the players from Denmark was like, yo, guys, chill. We got to focus on the game. But you could tell, like, it was pandemonium. Another thing I could definitely say is that kudos to Peter Schmeichel, who is backstop in Denmark. That's why, as you can see, I have my goalkeeper kit on, just in tribute to what Peter Schmeichel has done for Denmark. As it stands right now, Denmark has qualified for the next round. The next match, I'm gonna give a match reaction to is the Belgium Finland. It wasn't an easy match for Belgium. It took them some time to open up the game, but they eventually did. And they ended up opening up the match in the second half. Because in the first half, it was literally a topsy turvy affair. And with the way things were going, you would think this would end in a draw. But people forget that Belgium definitely has experience. And what ended up happening is in the 74th minute, the first goal came through, which is an unfortunate own goal by the Finnish goalkeeper. And then, obviously, Mr. Lukaku, aka never will win a Ballon d'Or, as they would say, came through for Belgium. You know, they qualify for the next round. Shout out to Jeremy Duku, born to Ghanaian parents. He got his first start at Euro 2020. He held it down. Overall, great match by Belgium. Congratulations for qualifying for the next round. And as it stands right now in Group B, Belgium qualifies first, Denmark qualifies second due to the goals ratio. Finland finishes third. And as you guys may know, yesterday the Italians qualified with a 100% record, and Wales just got in there to qualify. And yeah, that is basically it. Congratulations also to Netherlands for qualifying for the next round. I want to give a big shout out to North Macedonian legend, as in Pandolf. He played his last ever game for North Macedonia. Great, great, great talent. If you guys remember him in 2010, he actually won the Champions League with Inter Milan. So I'm going to pass it over to my co-host once again. That was definitely a lot coming from the mouth, but I'm going to turn it over to you, Selector.
Yeah, I just had a question. Now that you see that these two teams have advanced, um, and the teams are advanced in the group stage, what's your take? How do you see Denmark maybe potentially matching up with other teams out there, some of the contenders, or potential teams that could go out there and win it all? Like, what's your take on that?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it is
Um,
because I think people need to kind of get an idea exactly how it is. You see what I'm saying, and how they would fare out.
let's put it this way. If you look at Group A, right, you
Yeah,
have a team that has sort of went through a renaissance, and I'm talking about the Italians. The last
yeah.
time they won a major championship was the 2006 World Cup in Germany, and then since then it's basically went downhill. They made it to the 2014 World Cup, but unfortunately they were knocked out in the play-in rounds.
Round robins, yeah.
Um, the World Cup after that, we did not see the Italians where them when it comes to them, it's automatic qualification. But as you can see now, under the tutelage of Roberto Mancini, the team is a much better team. I believe now they're unbeaten in, I think, what is it, 27 matches. Like, they're definitely a different team. And
That's a
also,
streak, man. They're a beast right
yes,
there.
hmm and also you got to look at the fact that there is a lot of quality and these guys play together. Like, I feel like if you look at Italian national teams past, it wasn't about their offensive talent. It was more score a goal and let's pack the defense. But with this team now, it is full throttle. You have guys making their name in this tournament, like Lucatelli, who actually plays for Italian Serie A side named Sassuolo.
Mhm.
And then he has guys like Insigne, Marco Verratti, and there's one more guy, but it's not coming to me. But they're definitely helping him in the midfield in a way where you can see that they're attacking on all fours with the experience of Bonucci and Chiellini. You can tell that this is a very different team. And to be honest, it's going to be a burner of a match. Like, Denmark, I get where they're coming from. They're actually playing on a high due to losing Christian Eriksen. But when you're facing a team like the Italian team that scores at will, they got to really be careful. Like with them, they have to understand with the Italian team, the only way you got to beat these guys is that you got to score and hit them early. Because if you don't, you're going to have a huge problem. And the way I see it is nothing against Denmark, great run, but I don't see them advancing against the Italians because
No, I agree
with a
with you. I
high-powered
agree with
offense,
you.
it's tough. It's gonna be tough.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. With the high-powered offense the Italians are portraying, I just don't see. I think it's going to be it's going to be really challenging for a lot of these teams to go out and actually be able to compete with the Italian squad there because they're just looking. And even people are saying, what's this team over here that just played Belgium? I think Belgium would be one of the more interesting teams to play up against. It's Italy, but I've heard some cases, some Italians saying we know Lukaku, we know his strengths and weaknesses. We play against him all the time. So Lukaku isn't a player that we could. It's not anybody who we fear or anything of that nature. Just because there's our scouting report, they just have too much. They have too much intel on Lukaku. They know how to break him down. They know how to play against him. So I think that the Belgium team would be. I think Italy could potentially pull that one off. Germany, I still don't know what Germany we're looking at. I don't know if Germany's any good this year or Germany's just kind of like it is what it is type of situation. I know with France, they couldn't beat France, right? They're in the group of death, right?
Yeah, they couldn't beat France, and remember they scored. As a result, France won by an own goal that was scored by Germany themselves.
So what does that tell you right there? They couldn't beat France.
Tells you a lot.
Exactly, they couldn't beat them. So if you can't beat them, then what does that tell you right there?
It definitely tells you a lot. Like it definitely tells you that Germany's side is old in a sense where they're using old tactics. But remember, with a lot of the new guys, I don't think that they've found the formula to click as yet.
No, I agree with you 100%. I don't think they have found the formula that to click, and because of that, they're a team that could potentially get exposed later down on life or down in the tournament. You see what I'm saying? This is a team that I could see potentially, get exposed, man. We're talking about the German side there. Yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
Personally, with the German side, even if they go through, remember, they're in the perennial group of death.
Yeah.
And that group of death is Germany, Portugal, France, and who's the other squad? I don't exactly remember within that group.
It's the other squad was what team was it? What team was it? It's
they recently secured a 1-1 tie with France, I believe.
Yeah, it's her or Hungary.
Yes, Hungary. And seeing how Hungary gave France problems with that 1-1 tie, that definitely says something going into the last group game or the last two group games that will be played simultaneously together. I just think Hungary will be there just to be the spoiler because if you look at it realistically now, right? After the output between Portugal and Germany, where Germany scored 2 own goals. Oh, sorry, Portugal scored 2 own goals with Germany adding an X2 is evidently what ended up happening for Germany to be in second currently in the group. France is still first. First and second is still up for grabs because realistically, France is up on 4 points. Germany just won. So right now, when you look at it, it's 4-3, and then I believe Portugal has 3. Now, Hungary has a tie. So as they said, group of death, it's wide open. Like a lot could happen. I remember even predicting, as crazy as it sounds, that people said to me that I look at Germany. I look at Germany possibly even advancing into the next round and Portugal probably being one of the third best losers. Because remember, that's how they advanced the last Euros and then
Yep, and they
eventually
won.
won. And ironically, let me take it back to Denmark. I believe the spirit of 92, 93 Euros. I don't know if you realize that Denmark just made it into the round of 16 and ended up winning um, the Euro Cup, the one and only. And the question is, yes, can they do it again? Yes, we've had a conversation. If the spirit is there and they can ride on the spirit and pull off some shockers, I don't see why not. But again, that Italian freight train doesn't seem like it can be stopped. I wouldn't even be surprised. And remember, I picked them as a dark horse, and I would not be surprised if they win this whole tournament.
Yeah. Nah, you're right. You're 100% right on that. Like this is a team that people are potentially putting a lot of just a lot into them, and they expect. There's a lot. People have seen more than enough in this tournament, and a lot of people have come to the conclusion that this probably is the best team. Nobody has scored on them. Like nobody scored on Italy. Just that alone has a lot of people wondering, like this team may be this may be this may be the renaissance time for Italy. A lot of guys are putting their money down on Italy right now. A lot of guys are like, "Yo, man, this is my payday right here. This is the team. This is the team that's going to get it done for me." So what we got to see Belarus, we were able to get a glance of what we could. Sorry, Denmark, Belarus, Denmark and Belgium. We were able to get a glance and see how squads. You see what I'm saying? Because Italy, what group stage is Italy in? They're in Group A, right?
Yes, that is correct. Group A.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you loud and
Yeah.
clear.
Okay.
And that being said, too, in this tournament,
Okay. I think I was just having some connection problems, but
connection problems.
what Italy's? Yeah, hello.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm having some connection problems.
Okay, guys, just bear with
Yeah, I'm
us.
having some connection
Selector's having
problems.
connection problems, so
Yeah, I'll be right back.
bear
I'll be
with
right
us.
back.
Okay. Guys, right now I'm just gonna take over for El Selector. El Selector was just talking about the quality of the Italian national team. As we say, the Giri Azzurri, Forza Italia. Um, Great output in this tournament so far. They've scored at least 7 goals with no goals conceded. And that young chap from the Rossoneri, as in AC Milan, Donnarumma, is doing a masterclass of a job behind the Italian team up front. When you analyze the Italian national team back to front, they're doing very well. I believe right now they have a match unbeaten run of like 30 matches or so. Like they're doing well. Like the Italian national team is in the zone. Like another beautiful thing that I did see yesterday while I was watching the match is Roberto Mancini decided to replace Donnarumma with Sergio, basically saying that the reason why he did that, I think it was like with a minute left, he said he wanted to be fair because he used to play for the Italian national team as in Roberto Mancini. I believe this was in the 90s. And unfortunately, he was an unused substitute. So as a result, he's like, you know what? Let me throw him in. At least he has a chance to play at the world at the Euro Cup the way I didn't get to. So kudos to Roberto Mancini for that. Another interesting stat is that could you believe the Italian national team so far in this tournament has used 26 out of the 27 players, which is pretty amazing because even if you look at the squad that the Italian national team took to the Euros, funny enough, did you know that the majority of the squad, let's put it this way, in the last match, a lot of the guys that were sitting on the bench ended up having a chance to play. And the guy that actually scored that goal to beat Wales 1-0, funny enough, was basically put on the team last second, last minute. So for him to score, it means a lot. Again, I picked, the Italian national team to be the dark horse in this tournament, and they're doing well so far. Germany's having a lackluster tournament. You didn't expect it, just as Joachim Low said that, after this tournament, he's definitely going to step down. That is basically it for here. This is GHN One Blogger Live. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. Guys, you should come back soon, most definitely. Probably in the next 20 to 30 minutes, I'll be doing the live match reaction to the most recent match, which is between Belgium and Finland. Thank you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Hashtag GHN1Blogger. Follow me everywhere on social media possible. Thank you for everybody who has come into the stream. I believe that El Selector is back. He wants to add one or two more things, and then we can close out the live stream. El Selector, hey, how are you? Welcome back, by the way. He had some technical issues, and now he's officially back. How are you, El Selector? Is your mic on by any chance? Okay, yes, you seem to be muted, so when you're ready, unmute yourself.
Sorry, but that was just
your last points, if you will, and then we could definitely close out the stream.
Yeah, definitely. Just having some technical problems. I don't know, man. You know how it is, bro. But hey, I'm back. So basically, where we left off, Denmark played a really good game today. Mm-hmm. Good stuff from Denmark. Good way to build off adversity. Having to lose one of your players, hopefully everything is okay with that individual. Basically, great game for Belgium. The Azuris are one of the top teams right now. Mm-hmm. France is one of the top teams. Mm-hmm. FIFA, please don't put no Coca-Cola or Heineken beside certain players. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey, it's good time to buy Coca-Cola shares right now, Heineken or whoever owns Heineken, because hey, them stocks, them companies shares plummeted
Guys,
right now.
You hear that? That's a major key. Pay attention to that. Major key alert.
Yep, definitely. On the other note, though, we'll see. We're going to keep covering this, right? We're just we don't want to say too much. We're analyzing everything, and we're going to come to a finalization on exactly what is what in this tournament. But as of right now, we're just playing the analyzing game. We're just analyzing, seeing what team is where, who's what, how is what, et cetera. We're watching each team performance-wise. We understand there's a lot of dud teams so they're weathering out a lot of those, those dud teams, those teams that ain't really doing nothing. They're getting wiped out. So we're gonna get to see the more competitive side and the top tier, the creme de la creme of teams. You see what I'm saying? So I know people are gonna watch the playback of this. Definitely, just be mindful that it's still early, and we're going to find out who's the best team and who's going to win it all. And we're going to keep monitoring this, and we're going to do some work outside. So expect some work from myself and Ghana's #1 blogger live. Expect some work from us, Ghana #1 blogger media. We're going to be doing some work outside with this. It's just, right now, where we live and all the stuff going on with this, we're not going to go too much into it. But also expect some work from outside, and expect, depending on how great Italy does, expect us, if Italy makes it further on, expect us, I'm giving you a hint right now, guys, expect us to do some live, maybe some stuff out there with Italian supporters and talking to them and their breakdown of how Italy may fare out in this tournament. So definitely we got a lot of stuff in store.
Forza Italia.
There you go. And support my guy's channel, definitely putting in a lot of work. Also, on another note, because I'm going to wrap this up with my state right here. We are going to be doing tomorrow the NBA draft lottery. We're gonna be talking about the Toronto Raptors. For those who don't know, we are Raptors supporters here. This is Raptors. This is a place where you can get Raptors Central from us right here. You know what I mean? Media from not from no
And don't
bias.
forget,
Mhm.
Freddie Van Vliet will be the virtual representative for the Toronto Raptors, aka Mr. Bet on Yourself.
Exactly. See, I didn't even know that, but now I know. There you go. See, it's breaking news to me right there. Breaking news to all of us. For those who didn't know. So salute to our guy GNH number one's blogger. We have more work coming. Definitely support. Definitely check out. We're going to be doing more analysis on this FIFA Euro Cup, this Euro Cup tournament. You see what I'm saying? And we're going to figure out what is what, and we're going to figure out who's the top teams. And basically, we're going to keep watching. But as of right now, I would say my four best teams I've seen so far. I would say Italy number one, Belgium. I would like to say France. And then I would like to say, I would like to say potentially, it's mixed. I would say it's a split between Portugal and Germany. Those are some of the best teams so far in this tournament. Denmark's been looking pretty good too as well. So there's a lot of great stuff going on. But yo, definitely check us out tomorrow. NBA Draft Lottery. Uh, we're gonna be doing some workout sites very very soon, and check out also our new videos that we may be doing with Italy. Depending on how far Italy makes it, we're gonna have some stuff where we'll be out there talking to Italian supporters and doing some content out there with them and whatnot, and maybe even watching some games with them. Who knows? We'll see what happens. As long as the weather and things start changing up on this side, we have some work coming for you guys.
That is very true. Thank you for that, El Selector, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Euro 2020 the Euro 2020 reaction. Belgium is through. Denmark is through. Now Finland has to basically wait for the best the best third place finisher to see if they can advance. But guys, yes, thank you for tuning in again. Make sure you continue to tune in for Euro 2020 reaction, and make sure tomorrow you're on El Selector's channel for the NBA draft. Thank you, everybody. Euro 2020. We'll be back soon. Take care, guys.